First of all, I would like to thank you again, Vaibhav. You guys have been very helpful, and it's not only helpful, but you paved me and showed me a lot of great way in terms of property investing, real estate investment, and other things also, in terms of deciding how to go about my finances, how to take different things, different aspects of my income, expenditure, finances, everything in the right direction. So thanks for that. I took around 1 year. It was out. I did my research. I spoke to many buyer agents. I spoke to many friends who were using different buyer agents. And it was always in my mind to use someday some buyer agent, but I was not sure whom to go with. There are a lot of trust factor. There are a lot of other factors which come into the picture, and you are always thinking that, am I doing the right thing or not? So I actually spent more than a year to keep following you, tracking you. Sorry for that, but and then got a lot of good feedback from some of my friends who went with you, who spent some time, who bought few properties with you, and then got a lot of good feedback. I saw the result, actually, what they were achieving with you. And then, so actually, first time when I spoke to you, it was not 11 months, it was 2 to 3 years ago. I spoke to you and I told you that I'll come back to you once when I'm ready. And then I started my research for 1.5 years. I keep following you, seeing you, what you are doing with the people whom I know, and in general in public, what you are doing. So always, never ever got any negative thing. So it's quickly clean in terms of that. You pass with flying colors. And then when I decided it's high time to go ahead and buy my investment properties with you. I've been a very high earner in this market, and I'm in the highest tax bracket. And talking to different people, it has always been in my mind that I should do what different people are doing. Even the people who are earning comparatively less than me, they are doing much better in terms of investing in real estate, investing in different aspects, and making money out of the money which they are getting. So that was always wondering in my mind. And then, but there was no idea how to do that, what to do that, basically. And there were a lot of confusion. I know that many people have made a lot of money in real estate, but there were different scenarios, different aspect, different permutation and combination, whether I go for house and land package, whether I go for established property, what is the right way of setting up the objectives, what is the right way of setting up the strategy. It should not be the ad hoc one. So I read few books. I even read your book. It gave me some idea, but it's all very confusing, because more you read, more you research, you get more confused. You need someone who knows the end-to-end picture, the holistic view of it, and then guide you in the right direction. And that's what happened when I spoke to you. Till that time, it was very confusing, and I was not having any strategy, because I was paying very high tax. I was not having any investment property. My money was not growing in real estate. So all those factors were there, and it was hitting me every day that though I have resources to do these things, but somehow I'm not able to do this because I'm confused. I'm not taking any initiative. I'm not going into a right direction. And that's when I spoke to you. And speaking to you, I never felt like you are selling to me your services, basically, or you are trying to sell me anything for the sake of it. You sat with me, you understood my situation, and you showed me the right way, and that's what happened. I went ahead with you, and you not only the current scenario, but you showed me the future pathway also, like what should be my portfolio value, how can I reach there, what are the steps I need to take. So those are the direct thing which you showed me, but there are a lot of peripheral benefit also which I got working with you. That once I talked to you, then I bought 2 properties with you, investment properties, and I don't need to think about the moment I talk to you. After that, from starting to end, everything you guys have taken care of it, finding out a property, sending me the reports, what this area look like, what's the potential, why you are buying this property for me, why you are selecting this property for me. Then once I give the go ahead, then everything, whether it's an inspection, first inspection, talking to agent, managing with different agents, doing all the aspect, every step which are involved in buying a property, you checked it, you took market for me, and I don't need to do anything. Like, it was simpler than going to Coles and buying a milk, I would say, because at least I need to go to Cole. I've never seen my property and I bought it. I was very happy with the outcome. When I was doing my own research, I was getting confused because it was all about whether buying a property in this area or that area without connecting the dots together to build up a strategy. And that's what you come into the picture, and you help me a lot building my strategy, that it's not about only buying a property, but using that property to build up your stat portfolio, basically. So buying at the right time, at the right price, and then using that property. It's not that we just buy it and forget about it. Using that property going forward, the value of coming out of that property to grow your portfolio. So that's really helped me a lot. And that's what happened. And even in my own property, which the first property, which was my own home, you only guided me how to go about that, connected me to the right people in terms of mortgage agent, in terms of right agencies who got me equity. So those things basically it's much more than just buying a property, because just buying a property, will buy one property and forget about it. But in this way, I'm hopeful that I can keep buying properties, keep building my portfolio, keep building my value around those properties, and growing my portfolio. So that's really helped. Both the properties which I bought it with your help, basically, had I gone ahead doing by myself or searching it, I would not have gone those properties, because both the properties were off the market properties. That's the very important factor. That was the team which, like, you have built up around you. You get the right properties, which normally people will not be able to get if they do their own search, or if they try to find out by doing their own search. But that was a really great help. And then the moment you send me the property, after that, I was very comfortable, because you were there at each and every step. Any confusion, anything I'm not understanding, I have someone whom immediately I can talk to, and you are the expert in that area. Or if you're not expert, you have the people around you who are expert. You can get the right people to answer those queries. So that comfort factor, immediately from the day one, it was there, and I never felt any lack on that. So that comfort factor was always there, and you never fail on that. Level of services were always at the same level. I never felt that after you sold me, and then it is going down. So that's a good thing. And then the team around you, like, starting from everything, you took it in your hand, you do the inspection, you did all the things for me. And not only, it's not that you are seeing it and you are telling me everything is good, go ahead. You seeing it and you are showing it to me. Like, you did the inspection, you captured the video of that inspection, you showed it to me. So every step was very, very transparent. You showed it to me, and when I'm ready, if I'm happy, then only you proceed ahead with that. So that built a lot of confidence and comfort factor in each and every step, that you know what you are doing, you know the job, you have the people who know what they are doing, and you have a lot of good connect. Basically, that is very important. Like, first thing is, I can do some reading and I can find out what are good suburb, what are best places to invest. But the thing is that even after finding out, there are a lot of off the market properties which I will not get hold of, which comes with relationship, which comes with the connect you have around you. And that's again another brownie point which you bring in when we do a business with you. The two properties which I bought, anybody I have shown those properties, whether it's expert, whether they are friend, whether they think they are expert, anyone I have shown them, they have said that amazing property, an amazing deal you have got. So that's a very good thing. I've never got a post-purchase dissonance. It never happened till now. I'm very happy for both the properties. And within 2-3 months, first thing is, when we bought it, both the properties, whatever fees I paid to you, more than that, we got the property at a lesser price than what they were quoting. So that's a negotiation which you always do. That's a very good thing. And the price value, which is the property which you found out, that was below market at that point in time itself. So when we bought the property, we were having equity on that, I would say, basically, because we bought below the market value at that point in time in this area. And that was proven, because with 2-3 months, I did, when we saw that property value, it was like quite high. I would say that somewhere between 50 to 100K, both the properties were increased within 2-3 months, the value. And that too in the falling market. Like, it's not the market, like last 6 months, the market is going down, but my properties are doing good. And then that's what you explained me, like property life cycle, or time, that property cycle in different areas are different. Like, so you need to select the, even if the market is falling, there are some areas where it would be growing, and all those things aspect. And then that's where knowledge come into, wisdom come into the picture, which you bring in. It's growing well, and I'm getting a good rent. And that again, you only suggested the property. So it's end-to-end service. I like that. So even for renting also, you suggested right people, and I went with them. And even if some issue comes after going ahead with them, you always come in and support us, basically talk to them, you give the right advice what to do. So all that really helped. So yeah, going forward, I'm very happy with first two, maybe next 8 also, maybe very soon. So I want to grow this journey as much as possible. As long as it's adding value overall, I'm happy with that. So see, interest rate rising, I might be paying a bit more EMI, but I'm getting a benefit out of that in my tax because I'm the highest tax bracket. So even if it's moving into negative gearing, I'm getting the lot of benefit because of that. So virtually the interest rate is not that much what I'm paying. It's much lesser than that. But at the end of the day, it's equity, the property value, which is growing, which is helping me a lot. And that could help me in building up the portfolio further. So I'm not much worried. I was very convinced when you explained me to that thing, that and it's helping me a lot, as long as the property is doing in the right way, in the right direction. These things are temporary. And these two properties which I bought, it was basically quite a positive cash flow kind of property. So even if the interest rate I'm paying much higher interest rate, still it's not hitting me that badly, because my rent has also increased in a good amount. For example, 20 to 30% rent has increased for my both properties, which I started with in the last 6 months, six to 8 months. Told everyone, anyone coming to me, because I did enough homework. Then I went to you, I bought a couple of properties, and I'm very satisfied till now. So anybody, even as so like last week or last to last week, somebody came to me for advice, because now I'm giving advice. I've got 2 properties, so people think that I'm very intelligent, but all thanks to you. So I said, no, it's not me, it's not my wisdom, it's only Rasti with wisdom, and you have to blindly go with these guys. Even in a lot of public forum, social forum, anybody ask, I have no hesitation to immediately mention that you can go blindly, because the trust factor is very important in this market for buyer agents. There are a lot of commissions, a lot of ulterior motives involved, where people try to sell you something which is not as good as what you are looking for. With you, I found that that's not the case. You think for the buyer perspective, you think in the interest of what you are giving to me, you keep my interest in the picture. So that's why I said that go ahead with Rasti blindly. Trust, it's good, and it's the highest level. So go ahead with that. First of all, do your own due diligence, because that's very important. At least somebody telling you something, you should understand what he's telling. So do that homework, so that you should know what you are doing. First thing. Second thing is, one thing which I have learned, and I strongly now believe that there's always a right time to buy the property. It's not that you have to wait, because even in this market, my own example, in last 6 months, I've gone so much equity on my properties where market was falling. So there would be some property which, if you are able to find that out, that would be right one. Even any market, whether it's falling or rising, it doesn't matter. So I don't think there is any need for wait. If you are capable, if you have resources, go ahead, because instead of keeping cash in the bank sitting idle, earning 1 or 2% is better than that. You beat the inflation and use that cash to build up your portfolio and build up the value around you in terms of real estate. I think that should be the belief.